Okay, we're in game with Zonda and LTC Rid. So you can see Zonda there is charging himself up a Rev Reaper, and we've also got LTC Rid rocking that Dreadbolt. So both of my teammates are basically playing a sniper position here, which is what I'm doing as well. We don't really need 3 snipers, and as you can see, we're dominating the battlefield already. LTC Rid is making sure to pick up those tokens as they drop. Because my teammates are holding the left and right flank, I'm basically just in the centre in this tunnel, which makes me vulnerable. So instead of doing that, I'm going to use my initiative and switch up what I'm doing. So I'm going to push forward here. We're just going to unload as much damage as we can. We get taken out by the boosted motor blitz, but that's fine because for what we're trying to do here, we need the Revonics really. So we're going to push our way forward, and we're going to use the Revonics to disrupt the opponent's spawn point, meaning that both of my teammates can snipe with ease and pick up all of those tokens. So I'm just going to hang out here. We're going to shoot at the opponents, and we're also going to use the bouncing off the back of the wall trick. If we do start to take damage, obviously we've got that shield should we need it, but we shouldn't really. As you can see, we're completely dominating. Opponents cannot get out of their spawn point, and we've currently got 8 of the 10 tokens needed. So looking at the minimap, you can see we've spawn locked our opponent. LTC Rid has pushed up the right hand flank with those 7 tokens. Not really in any danger, and I've got his back if he needs it. Zonda's still sniping from the middle and starting to pick up the last remaining tokens. But honestly, he's probably not going to get much opportunity to actually snipe, just given how quickly we're taking the opponents out when they do spawn. So you can see they're spawning in a cluster there, and they straight away get stun locked, spawn killed. So they're just dying as quick as they're spawning. So it looks like one of the tokens has been dropped. That must have been being carried by a zombie, not by Zonda. But Zonda has now picked up the remaining tokens, and the countdown's on. No need to do anything else now. This very easy win here. So GG to Zonda and GG to LTC Rid. Right, let's look at some more games. We've jumped over into 3v3, so we'll just be trying to hunt down the opponents as quick as we can. I've started in Old Town, spawning in the middle, not a good place, so I'm going to run straight through the teleporter. And there we go, we can start shooting the opponents in the back. Some reason I teleport straight back through, I'm not quite sure what happened there. I think maybe the game lagged out. Teleport back through again, but as you can see at this point everyone's moved. I'll move to the left hand flank, and now I'm just being the person who has flanked the opponents, basically causing them a problem, hitting them in the back, causing them to turn around. They can't focus on my teammates. As you can see, we're already at 6-0, 7-0, 8-0. Look at that. So we just need them to spawn back in now. We've killed them that quick that they're not even spawning in time. So there we go, 9, just need the last one. There we go, they've got everybody plus zombies raining down on them. Look how quickly we did that. Fantastic job, lads. Spawning into the dungeon now, another easy one. Muscle memory, I've gone with the Ultra Select when I should have used the Revonics. Not to worry though, this should be another quick massacre. So we'll teleport up, and we'll just hold this high ground so that we've got an ideal sniping position, using the long lines of sight and the accuracy of the Ultra Select to deal damage to my opponents. As you can see, teammates moving up now. We've taken full control of our side of the battlefield. Opponents are already spawning in dribs and drabs. They're at 5-0, and what can they do? Not a lot. They knock me back a bit. Doesn't really make much of a difference. I've taken a little bit of damage. Healing bars on cooldown. Doesn't matter. They can kill me for all I care. I can spawn back in with a Revonics. Not going to be needed. 8-0. So look how quickly we're just tearing through these mofos. There we go. 9-10. Dead fast. Moving into the duel now. Bit of a weird thing with Zonda there. I don't think he's actually spawned in on this map. Still got LTC Rid with me. Should have spawned in, yeah. So as you can see, where Zonda should be, a random bot has spawned. Bot has very helpfully actually dropped the aura. So I'm just using the Revonics technique. So I used to use the duel as just a sniping map. I just snipe straight down the middle. But honestly, it's much more beneficial for my teammates for me to just try and stun lock people with the Revonics. So I do this a lot. You might have seen me doing it in Blaster Party videos. I've been fortunate enough to load into this map in Blaster Party with the Revonics a couple of times. Ideal blaster for this map as far as I'm concerned, so that's very lucky. So as you can see, I'm not necessarily getting the kills. What I am doing is just making it impossible for the opponents to do anything. It's like I can almost spawn lock them at their own spawn point from my spawn point without moving, which makes me more or less invulnerable. It's a shame Zonda didn't spawn into this one, but we'll get him back for the next. Okay, we managed to recover Zonda. He's joined the squad again. He never actually left the game, just did that stupid thing where it loads us into different games. Loaded into Deep Jungle. Really fun one for defending this map. So I'm always going to use the Ultra Select as my weapon of choice. And basically you just want to hold the three fronts, so making sure nobody comes across the bridge in the middle, that's your primary thing. Other than that, just defending your side if someone comes to it. So it looks like LTC Rid has taken the offensive and now Zonda's doing the same thing. So I'm just going to snipe from up top here, so even though I'm exposed it doesn't matter, but all my opponents are going to be that preoccupied with the zombies that are spawning and my two teammates running around on their side, and they're not going to shoot at me really. So I'll just come over here for a better line of sight, take them out. Again, really quick, less than a minute. More like 40 seconds really. At this point we're just trying to see who can do the most damage the quickest. In Old Town I've spawned in with a Rivonics, so we're going to go through the middle, and this time we're going to run and just use the Rivonics rather than the Ultra Select, which I used last time. Exact same technique though, using the centre to just run through and disrupt what my opponents are doing. So we're taking someone out who's got the double crusher there. One of the opponents just falling into the water, another one's getting taken out. Look at this, they're just dying so fast. So where we're at here, 33, 32, so we're at the 30-second mark, and we've got this person who's stuck on the scenery there, getting knocked into the water. So here we go, 35-second victory, boom. Wonder if we can get a win in under 30 seconds. Probably not on the dungeon because there's a lot of scenery and stuff, but we'll see. I'll use my spawn locking ability. So we're just going to run up the left hand side to do that this time because that's where we've spawned. We'll just take out the first wave and then we'll start to stun lock them. See just how quickly we can take out the opponents. Hopefully it'll be another clean win as well. We know deaths on our side of the battlefield. Not that the deaths really matter, it's just at this point competing against ourselves. So you can see the stun locking's working really well there. We've got 6 of the kills. We're probably going to be delayed by our opponents not spawning in quick enough, if anything, here. So again, we're locking them down. There we go, 8. Once this one goes down, as soon as I've reloaded, get that to 9. Right, so they lock back in. Oh, 40 seconds, let's go. Okay, we're going to have a blast in Pinball to finish this video off with. So we're going to start off with the Ultra Select, which means that we need Ultra Fire on. Because of the arena we're on, we're going to try and jump across to the right when we stop lagging, and we're going to hold this position here. See, Zonda's also lagging a little bit there, so we've got some connectivity issues. Appear to have been restored though. LTC Red's already getting some zombies down onto the battlefield, so we're just going to monitor the opponent's spawn point from here and push forward, pick up tokens when it's safe to do so, which to be honest should be more or less all the time because we're going to be all over these fools. So it looks like we've got Zonda using the double punch and not the Rev Reaper in this match. To be honest, probably wasn't building up the Rev Reaper in time given that we were playing 3v3 right before this, so double punch makes a bit more sense, doesn't it? So as you can see, we've got the opponents more or less spawn locked at the moment. A wave's just spawned in and immediately they're turning to deal with zombies while they're getting taken out by the rest of us. I'm just keeping an eye out for these tokens spawning. As they spawn, we'll pick them up. Okay, looks like we've got another token, so we'll push forward and grab that. We've got zombies spawning. We don't want the zombies picking the token up, it just prolongs the game unnecessarily. As you can see, the zombies causing a bit of an issue with line of sight. One of the opponents did push through to our side but got taken out literally as soon as they got to our side. So 10th token is with a zombie unfortunately, which may or may not get taken out. So we'll just stay here, try and get away from this final push, which was very easy to do so. And as you can see on the minimap, that huge cluster in the centre of the battlefield pinches it. Good game, thanks for playing and thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.